In this video, we're going to overview the home page. Now, the home page can be accessed by clicking on the home icon at the top left on the main toolbar. Go ahead and click that once. Now, if the home page was already open, you'll notice that my home page went away and I'm now looking at my current layout. This is a toggle switch. So if we click the home page again, we're now returned back to the home page. So remember, you can quickly get to the home page and switch to your current layout just by clicking that home icon. Now at the top right, you're going to see a sprocket icon. Go ahead and click that icon. You notice that we can alter the view of the information. We can choose the number of columns, 3, 4, 5, or auto. Auto simply means it will resize based on the size of your display. Then there's banner, on or off. I recommend on. And then there's refresh to make sure that you're getting the latest content from Logos. This is important, especially if you've been disconnected from the internet and now are reconnecting. Now, the first section is the dashboard. Now, if you're wondering what items can be included in the dashboard, just go over to the right and click that plus inside the circle. Notice that we can put in the dashboard courses that we're reviewing, daily devotionals, various layouts, lectionaries, prayer lists, reading plans, saints, sermon documents, and workflow. These are all user-created documents that you can include here. Now, a bit of advice. What you want to put in a dashboard is just your stuff that you're currently using. You can overwhelm yourself by adding everything, including the kitchen sink. You don't want to do that. Focus on just keeping those things that are currently being used. And this essentially becomes a jump list for you to the various documents. Now let's scroll down and go to the next section. The next section is Explore. Let's go over to the far right, click the sprocket icon and see what options are available to us. Notice I've checked every one of these because I think it's important to have all these available to you in one place. Let's walk through each one of these. Now, community pricing includes books that Logos is considering putting in your library, but they're currently public domain books, so they're very affordable. Take advantage of that resource. Excerpts are going to be books that you have in your library, and they're going to give you the first paragraph or so. This is just to let you know what's in your library. Now, there's several blogs in here. There's the Faith Life blog, the Logos Academic blog, the Logos blog. Each one of these blogs can be integrated into the Logos homepage. Each one of these blogs has helpful information, tips, tricks, articles, things like that. So these are very useful and saves you the trip of having to visit 3 different websites. There's feature suggestions, and these typically are features in Logos that you should be aware of. From your library are specific books from your library to remind you the books and resources that you have in your library. Logos training videos will include 2 types of videos. Videos that Logos, the company, makes, as well as videos that Morris Proctor makes. These are usually short videos, high level, to bring attention to a feature in Logos. My Logos messages will represent anything connected to faith life. Pre-orders are books that Logos is about to publish, and this is your last chance to get in on that pre-order. Where pre-pubs are books that Logos is considering publishing and probably will do so. You can order these at a reduced price. Today in Christian history, pretty straightforward there, and verse of the day. When you have all these checked, it is a lot of information, and it can take a few minutes to scroll through this. So think of this as the Sunday morning news, and you're just going to read through these to make yourself aware of what's going on. This is a great way to stay sharp with your tools and be aware of some of the most recent publications, news, training, etc. Now, to remove some of the documents in here, there's a couple options. In the dashboard section, just click on the 3 dots and you can have the option Remove Card. And if you click it, the card is removed. Very easy to do that. As far as the Explore window, simply click the sprocket and uncheck, and that will remove that section. In closing, I recommend visiting the homepage at least once a week to stay up to date on the changes that Logos is making. One other point, Logos has an algorithm that keeps track of what you're studying throughout the week. And after you've opened several resources, Logos keeps track of this, and this is why some of the excerpts and some of the books from your library will tend to follow what you've been studying. So that's a wonderful way to remind you of other resources that maybe you weren't aware that are related to the subject you're studying. Well, that concludes this video on the homepage.